Hi there, everyone. Hi, and
Hello.
Hi, Katsi. Hi, Remco. Hi. Hi, Komi. Hi, Bav. Hi, Figure. Hi, Adrian. Hi. Hi, everyone. Let me just... I think the coffee plan was idiotic. I think the plan to try to get off coffee was idiotic. So I'm gonna make some. Right
You have not survived very long.
Oh no, I survived 2 days so far, and considering the direction it's going in, I'm deciding that it was idiotic.
Well, yeah, that kind of happens when you know, give up an addiction and you have absolutely nothing to replace it with.
Yeah.
You know, like, supposed to give up this so you can do something else. But like, you know,
I
literally anything to go with.
think I should stream more. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, you are streaming.
Yeah. But this is what, 2 streams in a week, I think? I used to. Okay. Hold on. I may have to really underestimate how long the studying for the university is gonna take. I may have done. I don't have a giant amount of time left. Well, that makes sense. This studying for university. Do you need help with anything, Adrian? Also, Komi, how's calculus? Speaking of, you reminded me with your presence. How is calculus going? Also, I have an idea for something we need to do, so let's get on that. Also, I finished the preview for the carousel video. Need to upload that. Also, Remco moved, which means I need to make my own move.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me quickly run through it to see if... Yeah, that looks like the video. Okay. Boy, I'm balling. I'll be honest, I already had 2 moves I really wanted to make, but after reviewing I am so upset because both of them were so fun. The issue being that they led to inevitable loss of material after 5 moves. Very upsetting. Okay. So, review. Right. I need to get back into my groove. I've been so fucking lazy.
Revenge moving.
Yeah. That's the problem. I've been so unbelievably fucking lazy. And I'm spiraling. So I need to prevent that. So I need to get back into it, which is why I started the stream. I'm gonna make myself some coffee, and we're going to get a lot of work done today. I've decided, so it shall be the case.
Yeah, no, I cannot help you with that goal. If I wasn't fucking lazy, I would not be here on stream right now.
Well, you can be both. On stream and not lazy. I am, for example. Well, I'm trying at
Wow.
least, haven't done anything yet.
The things I wanted to do, they are not stream, not the things at PC type, you know? So not exactly.
What do you want to do?
I want to like migrate data to my new phone. That doesn't really.
Yeah, do that then.
Mm.
Right now. Go on.
Right now.
Yes.
Okay. Fine, I'll do it right now. Okay.
There we go.
Right now.
Where's my grinder playlist? There we go, there it is. That'll to do it. And I'm alone. Alright. There's some lazy flu going around. Really? In summer? That is crazy. I have an idea, by the way. Hi there, B! Hi! I'm finally back with the streams. Yes, I'm gonna be streaming more, B. That's my make it promise. Your grinder playlist. This is my playlist for grinding, for when I, you know, when I need to work hard, not hardly work. I have an idea. I would like you all to tell me if you think it's a good idea. Because there are a lot of artists on the Discord server. The issue I'm having is that really often they tend to make art, and then I want to look through more of their art pieces, and I realize that they don't have any links or anything like that. So my idea is, on the Make It website, I would make like a page that's like a portfolio where artists can just upload their art, and that's it. That's the entire idea. Like, there is nothing revolutionary about that. I just... Something like the art gallery, effectively, yeah. Maybe gallery? I kind of like the name gallery. I also like the name portfolio. Artist, exactly. What do you all think? Is this a good idea? Didn't really share those plans. I came up with it a couple of days ago. Didn't really share it though because I mainly wanted to be a surprise. Hi there, Stables. How are you doing? How's your day going? I don't know how Caper exactly went about implementing this, because the way they did is they did current user permissions, which means that in the models there should be permissions. And the user. People are enthusiastic about it. Well, I don't know if people are enthusiastic about it. That's the whole thing. I've been trying to do it mainly as like a surprise to the artists. It could end up being completely useless. But hey, it's about the journey of the way, right? This needs to be moderated at one point, I guess. Well, the art thing... Oh, don't worry. The way I plan to do it is like, you need to have access to it in order to use it. So in that scenario, I wouldn't really need to moderate it much because I would just give it, give that kind of access to, for example, All Matter or Soda, and I trust them. I know they're not gonna do anything weird, anything that needs to be taken down. But to be fair, now you mention it. Oh my lord, I'm really getting back into my old habits, aren't I? I was about to say that I really should be rendering in the background. Ah! Oh, I'm back. Okay, great. I have a video. So I guess... Yeah, I guess we should let this simmer for now. I'm gonna message Caper real quick. Caper, add a new permission. Actually, no. Xeno's one roll away from collector. Is Xeno one roll away from collector? Really? Good for them. They must have been grinding pretty hard. I mean, okay, considering what role it is, Xeno is one roll away, but Xeno is at the same time the most difficult roll away from Collector. Yeah, exactly. Also, Timon gave science rolls to. Timon gave the chemistry roll to Force. Is it based on that one post? Nah, sure, whatever. I'm skeptical because I haven't really seen Force go chemistry much. Well, yeah. All right. So let's talk about the beef that Einstein had. Because this one doesn't really need to be scripted. This one won't be really animated. Curvature would be next. Let me review actually this. I've been really scatterbrained as of late. I've been having a tough week. So I haven't really had the time to collect my thoughts on GR as a whole, which means that the fifth time I made a mistake. Yeah, I'm really thrilled for this video, to be frankly honest. So let's reconsider this, because I've been kind of writing it, rewriting, writing, rewriting. Also have some really neat quotes here at the bottom, just safekeeping for the video. I've just been keeping up on them. Okay, where should we start with relativity? That's a good question, because in this scenario, this is meant to be a single chapter about relativity that will set up the entire rest of the video. Now, relativity-wise, all we effectively need is abolishment of the notion of now. We need to abolish the concept of things happening simultaneously. Light cones, effectively. Optimistic. Well, it's needed. I don't want this to be a 3-hour-long video. And it's meant to be the EPR paradox, which means I still need to cover QM. So, what we need to build towards is the light cones. Light cones are nice because they're very graphical. I think then, okay, so we end here. Light cones are really nice. Oh, I'm covering the light cone. Hold on. There we go. Beautiful. Light cones. So this is, I would say, the setup required for EPR. The fact that if you have an event happening right here, then it won't be able to perceive an event right here. We have like a limit. Is this a Penrose thing? I don't think so. I don't think it is. Or is it? Penrose in... Wait. Oh, Penrose... Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about EPR for a second. Yes, it does now, yes. Show the fact that muons reach us, although they should decay. So maybe show the same CND of muon reference frame. Well, no, because the point of light cones that we need for EPR, like there is a lot here. The thing that we actually need is the fact that, you know, these two events, you can't really... these two events can't really affect each other. I don't know how to... They can't, like, correlate. lack the proper terminology here. Instead, we need to extend the light cone from the other one as well. And right here is where they could meet. So basically, very elaborate and confusing way of saying things can travel faster than the speed of light. Information can travel faster than the speed of light, more specifically. And I thought that this would stem mainly from two things, which is, oh my lord, GR is confusing. The way ideally I wanted to start this is with rotating time into space. That's how I wanted to start this entire chapter. Because it's a very nice, it's very visually simple. I think that really sets up the theory nicely. I just don't know how to get there. I'm looking at my notes right now and they're very lackluster for this. Because I don't... I need coffee. This entire thing is extremely lackluster. Okay. This is the most annoying part of explanations. Well, I would say the only difficult thing about coming up with explanations, which is the information is there. You need to figure out what information you even want to present. And I need to not lose myself in this. This is where I need to end up. I need to end up with light cones to show that you can't have information pass faster than the speed of light. Make it do something about people who watch the stream but don't say anything about carbon agents. Yes, they very much are. She's a big carbon is a blast from the past. Big carbon. Exactly. Genuinely don't know how to connect the two together. Effectively, because one angle I could go at it with is special relativity, speed of light is constant. That's too mathematical. Sure, exactly when I show, but when light comes going upwards from state suffice, so nothing outside can be reached without traveling faster than light. Yes, nothing outside can be reached without traveling faster than light. That's true, Adrian. But then, what if someone asks the follow-up question of, but why can't we just travel faster than the speed of light? Like, that's the issue. Light cones make sense, but you don't need light cones. You can also have sound cones if you wish. You could have like a cone that represents the speed of sound. It would be a lot more useless, but you know, it would work. Oh, there's one thing. Hold on. Oh, there it is. One thing which is really confusing as well is the... Oh, I always forget the name of it because it's... Space interval? Space-time interval? This is such a confusing formula. And confusing concept as well. In fact, one of the quotes, I'm pretty certain, which I have here. No, I don't have it here, but I did send it in the charity server, I'm certain. One of the quotes there is so hilarious. Because it basically said that this interval is useless because it has a minus sign. So instead, let's just define another variable that doesn't by by negating it, and there we have it, proper time. This entire thing is a mess. Oh yeah, there we go. Found it. The fact that the interval is negative for a time-like line on which a slower than light particle will actually move is annoying, so we define proper time tau to satisfy. Everything that is not a tensor, so you end up with tensor. Enjoyed it because my uncle gave me a pocket knife. I was going to buy one. Nice folding. Huh. That's really nice. Good for you. Glad to hear. Move everything that's not a tensor, so you end up with tensor. Consequent choosing the minus plus 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 convention. Yes. Why do we have the minus plus 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 again? Why do we have the Minkowski? Ah, it doesn't actually help. I just realized that question doesn't actually help me. What was the name of... I always forget the goddamn name of this interval. It's not... Is it the space... I remember the S, because it has the S in it. Space interval... Guess? Complete guesstimate? No. A Minkowski, actually. Minkowski metric could lead there. Line element? No, I'm specifically looking for... Oh, Lord. General relativity. Definitely main article there has to have the name on it. I can't look through it through Carol because it's scanned images, so I... It might actually be faster. Look through it. No, instant no. Christ awful. Christ horrendous. Fine, I'll look through Carol. It might be faster. I want to know space-time interval. It is the space-time interval. I was correct. Well, look at that. Interval GR. Line element is ds squared. Is it line element? Huh. Oh, is it just Carol that calls it the space-time interval? Oh, okay. Okay, no. Then I am talking about the space-time interval, because before. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. Because we only care about the infinitesimal one, because manifolds. Right? No, infinitesimal is crazy. I mean, it's the setup. It's the setup. But the reason why I mention it is because is because it's very confusing what we're even trying to describe there. Okay, so because what is the line element trying to line element? Yeah, line element. It makes sense. Okay, but that doesn't. Right, that's geometry, which I guess, yeah. You know what? Fair point. Fourth one left. You're scaring them away. So basically, having the line element. Here. It's really breaking my head because it's a manifold. Make geometry is in fact not a point. Well, I mean, you know, everything that you're doing in GR you need to do locally, so it's about as close to being a point as you can get. If you're on a manifold, then if you stray away from your point, you no longer can assume things to be just locally Euclidean. My lord, I sound pretentious. I just genuinely stopped for a second to... Wow, my past self would punch me in the face for it. I just took a second to listen to what I was saying. Well, the table. There we go. The table is here. Finally, now we can start the proper science. I wasn't expecting to be this stuck on it. No, I just noticed your appearance on the voice channel. I can help with line element stuff. I don't know, because the problem I have with the line element is I don't know what I'm looking for. It's the same problem as I had with the cross product. Like, I knew what cross product was, I still didn't know what I was looking for when I was trying to explain it. Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot. Hi there, boo, hi. Oh, I'm an idiot. The Lorentz transformations. So, x mu to x mu prime. This is what we need to be looking into. Yes. If you don't mind, I'm also noting it all down in my notebook, my drunk science notebook. So, how are things going, Boo, by the way? How are you doing? I can start reciting some literature if you think it help. I have Carol open on the other monitors, don't worry about that. I already have literature to help me. From the mathematical point of view, that is the point of view I'm trying to move away from. The mathematical point of view makes it all more confusing. Okay, but this is not bad because you can just prime, you can prime a sucker by a matrix. Well, technically, you can prime a tensor by a tensor, but you know, you get what I mean. Yeah. Torture is about extracting truthful information out of people. I know. I mean, I heard it. I've heard in the past that that's the case. I'm gonna do this, by the way, just that Remco doesn't. Said Remco won't have to leave the stream. There we go. Fixed it. I'm almost done with school. I'm really bad at learning maths, turns out, so I had to go back and review 1st or 8th grade. But I was done with algebra. Good for you! And good for you. Also, I have seen in the past that when people say that they're really bad at learning math, it's just because school is teaching it in a pretty horrendous way. I still don't have a job. Don't worry, me neither. Foundation is still being registered. Although this is. The simplification metric remains invariant under boost. Yeah. Should come as large in space and behave like a four-dimensional version of the space world in place. A point where space like separated from P isn't the future of P. Oh, maybe. Yeah, how homework if you get a general form of line element, the only assumption being the preservation of light, like intervals. I think you should look at it. I guess that'd be useful, not. Okay, I will check it out then. I did just have a thought for half a second, and I think I lost it. No, I didn't. I didn't lose the thought. Yes. Because I think I may have an idea. I would say it would be really helpful, Ash. The main restriction of this video is that I want it to be a light video. As in the opposite to heavy. And this is... Okay, hold on, because there's one thing that I really wanna screenshot, because I just think it's funny. Look at problem 2. Mm-hmm. 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 The nice thing is, what's funny actually, Ash. Cappuccino sipping going on. Yes, I'm going back to my old habits, drinking coffee and streaming to pass the together funk. You know what's funny, Ash? I did genuinely the same exact thing. Because that's how Remco taught me special relativity. With this exact example. Almost the same. Wait, is it almost the same? Or is it exactly the same? No, almost the same. Oh yeah, right. You're a mathematician. No, it is the same. Oh, why did you chuck in a sum there? There's some fast habits drinking. I'll drink to that, Olo. I'll drink to that. Self-learned when I'm being taught by an upper undergrad. What do you mean self-learned? I just literally just say Remco taught me. I was very much not self-learned. But I will say, Ash, you really shouldn't send it to Remco. Because if Remco sees this, then it's gonna be over. Alright, I mean, okay. I think I've got an idea. So hear me out. The argument I'm about to make is not exactly rigorous, but, well, I don't think I can make this video rigorous. Because it's all, short. It will rely on two things. First of all, consideration of space-time, rather than space and time separately. Second of all, assuming that space-time can curve. And then third of all, speed of light is constant. Right, because then what I can say is I can start by visualizing space-time three-dimensionally. 2 space, 1 time. Time is going up. Then visualizing curvature is not something I can do, now that I think about it. So curvature is going to be a bit tricky to explain, but I can explain it with an analogy using a sphere. Maybe 1 plus 1 would be easier. If I do 1 plus 1, I can curve it into a sphere, for example. It's an extreme example, obviously, but still an example. Okay, this may be it. I think this might be it. So first of all, we're going to have space-time, not space and time. Then we're going to have curvature of space-time. And then finally, light speed limit. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I finally feel like I've made progress. Also, the carousel preview uploaded. Okay. To everyone whom has Patreon. There we go. Oh, did Olo send another message that got eaten away by YouTube? Yeah, no, it genuinely looks like as if figure is schizophrenic. I'm on live chat and it just doesn't show. To an old message. Oh, still, I don't see anything. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. I do see the message. Yeah. How much money would it take for you to stir hydrochloric with a bare finger? I did already. When I was making my sulfuric acid, I did have gloves most of the time, but not always. And the concentration wasn't so crazy that it was eating away my hands. Obviously, you can clearly tell that by seeing that I have hands, but it was enough to, let's say, tickle. Okay. And 2 plus 1 dimension. That is spatial dimensions and 1 temporal. Very fancy names. Name I could say, back when I was making my sulfuric acid so casually. I will say, a while back someone asked me, what was the most make it thing I've ever done? And genuinely that just opened like a third eye in me, because I realized I haven't done anything make it. And ever since then I've been trying to make up for it. Which is where the battery powered bottle of Jack Daniels comes from, which is where the study of GR comes from, which is, oh yeah, right, the foundation comes from. Making cool shit, exactly. Important. This universe, let's add some circles, like so. This is really tricky. This is really, really tricky because this right here is really, really, really tricky. And because once again, I'm trying to explain it conceptually, not rigorously, which is a problem because in GR, friends are calling, bye, hello, bye. See ya, have a good one. In GR, on one hand, you want to treat space on a more equal footing to time than in classical formalisms, but on the other hand, there is still a distinction. So you can rotate the two together, but you can't really. It's tricky. It's tricky. Which is why in this scenario. Actually, no, it will work. Never mind. Never mind. It will work. So. Follows. Someone is really showing off their cool engine outside my window. Oh, by the way, I'm really sorry, Komi, for not responding earlier because I don't know. Apparently, my mind went blank. But I'm really happy you went through the chapter, and that is impressive. See, you are very much capable of that kind of speed, and that's good. And I'm really glad to hear that you're going through the physics book. Just incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff. One of them make a jet engine. My kettle is jet engine powered, based on how loud it is. It's quite good. Crazy yet. Start GR will make it a lot more crazy. GR treats time more equal footing based on clasp. Remco helped a lot. Good. He's an expert. Glad he did. But hey, at the end of the day, you were the one studying. Two people. I can't be impressed with two people at the same time. Hider Flame. So knowing the main project didn't work at all. Yeah, but to be fair, the side projects of your PhD are kind of many in numbers and in scope. I hope it's still... Actually, that's a good question. Is it still... Side projects get 1 page in my report. Yeah, that's what I was about to ask and worried. But the fact that the main project doesn't work doesn't affect the PhD, right? As in, it's the PhD is about the approach to research rather than the result of the research. Because in that scenario, the fact that it didn't work is still information. Or am I just approaching it with childish naivety? I haven't drunk coffee in 2 days and now I'm on half a cup, so I have a sparkle in my eye. They're just checking I'm doing well. Okay. It'll probably be a completely different project. Once again, not surprised at this point. Final thesis will be a separate chapter for each piece of work. Wait, what do you mean hopefully? When it comes to the thesis, do you have like it imposed on you what the thesis has to be written on? Or is it, or do you pick what to write the thesis on? I say hopefully because I'm hoping the structure will allow for it, given how disconnected the projects have been. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, right. Oh, that does actually. I hadn't considered that. Could you do? No, I suppose that would be optimizing the thesis for the sake of inclusion. That's not great of an idea. But could you do maybe the thesis as a review of the mechanochemistry as a method? Or have not all of them include mechanochemistry? Or will not all of them include mechanochemistry? And or is it too meta? There are a lot of problems. Mechanochemistry isn't the core theme of most of the work. Solid state and NMR. Method using part of the work. Wait, what is the... Like for perovskite stuff, literally just the easy way I make the samples. Yes, which is why I said that it is a bit of a problem. I was just optimizing the thesis for the wrong reason. But I have been thinking that, well, yeah. No, I've just been thinking as an excuse to join in all the projects that could be used. But one of my projects has no NMR. And that's exactly, yeah. Just write your thesis and at the end just about solid state NMR and at the end just add in a bonus chapter as a treat for the reader. Magnetism and various machinations. Oh, that would be a great thesis title. Solid state NMR, mechanochemistry, and other random things I found in my lab. Interactions between them. Everything but the kitchen sink and then the kitchen sink. I mean, I suppose it is a... I mean, worst comes to worst, you could just do an NMR-centric one and then just not include the ones that don't include NMR. Bit of a loss, but... Well, there are upsides and downsides, right? Like, the lot of projects means that you get a lot of different successes and failures, whereas the downside being that obviously they're tad more disconnected. I think a lot of projects can end up being overall to be net positive. Because then if there are certain ones, like you won't be stuck having to write about a project that end up being a total failure because you can just spend less care on the projects that end up being a failure and just put more care on the ones that end up being incredible. Mechanical engineering PhD and I pick and choose bits for both. Exactly. Still, it is really funny how many things you're doing. Okay, I think I've done it. I think I finally found a way to start the conversation on GR. Curvature is gonna be tricky. Oh, Ash, are you still here? Are you logged in? Because I would have actually a question, which I don't remember. I don't think I've posted about curvature. Bye, figure. Bye. Have a good one. Hopefully the stream will be long, because I have a lot of work to do. I imagine Remco is also not here presently, which is a problem. Because there is one passage from the Carol book which I found especially important, and that is precisely about curvature. Because they define curvature in a very nice way. Now, what chapter was it? But they define it in a very nice, intuitive way. The problem is that it's really easy to mess up its application. And I worry that if I'm not careful, I'm going to mess up the application very much. By the way, I also apologize for these long sections of silence on stream. But if no one is talking in the live chat for a bit, then my instinct is to just read the book, which I know makes for some captivating content. Me when the science channel does science. They had like a really, really nice example where basically what changes as things curve is, I can't find it. Well, I'll have to for later. For now I can just keep going with this. It's nice just sit with you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Lecture, speed great and speed of light. Good for you, Adrian, as weird as that sounds. No, I get what you mean, and yeah. I mean, the reason why I'm streaming is the same exact reason by the other way. I could just be sitting alone and doing the same thing. But still I do it on live stream. You appreciate the company. I appreciate your company too. Alright, B. Ash, now you're back. Studying with someone. You're just unbelievable. Back when the shower talk is mentioned. Yeah, no, go, it's fine. Sound like a disappointed parent. It's fine, go to your friends. Daddy's gonna be working in the background. I just remembered the father figure thing. How do you were mom, okay? I'm the non-binary parental figure. Yes, I am in a superposition. No one's measured it yet. Boost is so annoying to explain. Because what boost is effectively just... Where's my boost? There. It's going to be hyperbolic cosine. It's basically hyperbolic rotations matrix. How are you going to show the 2 plus 1 spacetime? 2D image moving or 3D? Well, the thing is, I'm not going to be showing 2 plus 1. I'm going to be showing just 3-dimensional spacetime. That's the kind of trick I'm doing there. Actual 2 plus 1, I have no idea how to visualize. I don't think it's... Well, if you want to see... 3 plus 1 is easier to visualize because then you can just look outside. 2 plus 1, I don't really have a way to visualize because space isn't exactly time. And I have no idea how to show the difference. Actually, hold on, Ash, I know you said that as a meme, but you bring up an interesting point. Parabolic rotation. That is a genuine thing, squeeze mapping. Euclidean area energy, but not rotation or shear mapping. You said that as a meme, but you bring up an interesting point. Like, this is it. Preserve the Euclidean area of regions in the Cartesian plane, but is not a rotational shear mapping. Okay, makes sense. If you multiply 1 by the inverse of... If you multiply 1 by a constant that is the inverse to the second, then yeah. Which makes sense. Actually, boost may be visualizable. Time dilation length construction, if you just... If I select the region of space, first of all, the question would be, is it generalizable? Can you have it three-dimensional, where you preserve the volume? Because then, I would need to check the maths on that. But if that is the case, then it is easy. Select a section of volume, and then have the volume constant, whilst one of the lengths changes, and that is then time dilation and length. That's it. You get T prime X prime. Ash said that as a complete shitpost, but I mean, yeah, no, that may be it. That may be completely visualizable. Consider us taking the slices along if you have a three-dimensional space with coordinates x, y, z, then if you select a point space, you can express its position in terms of your x, y, z. However, that works because selected certain basis. Let's see. Actually, way. Towards x, y, z, we have x, y, t time. No, just because in our use we can have what? I thought time dilation would change volume. I learned something new. Well, time dilation, like in a... First of all, that was a hypothesis. I don't know if it generalizes to more dimension. I would assume it does, but I first need to check a math on that to make sure and then get back to you. Second of all, yeah, no, the reason why you get time dilation reconstruction is because you basically have a set of valid matrices that you can use to transform your coordinates. This character, this sucker, which is I never not Laplace's transform. I always remember that the name of the guy that this transform is named after starts with an L. I never remember if it's Laplace's or L guy transform. I forgot the name. Doesn't I can find it. Give me a second. Flat space time, no. Curve space time. Interesting thought, actually. What the conservation of volume? Would you be interested in how ten-dimensional contraction should cancel out perfectly to retain volume? Could you check the math on that, Ash? You don't have to do it right now, because I understand you're busy. Side? Fuck you mean side? That's literally... What do you mean? Don't give me that attitude, sir. Now I do feel like a disgruntled parent talking to a teenager. Fucking teenagers. I have the only recommendation. This one is more adding to the list. Which is why I asked if you can do the math on that. You can't just answer no. Don't give me that attitude, or I'm gonna take away your electronics for a week. I can check the maths on it myself. This is not really that complicated. I was just being bitchy for no reason. Don't give me that attitude. I'm gonna take away your electronics. I'm gonna be grounded. Unbelievable, honestly. Ash may not look like it in any regard, but Ash is just internally a mean girl. Very much like the mean girl energy. And honestly, it really is hilarious and incredible combination with someone who's so skilled at mathematics. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm in such a much better mood. When I just get... Oh... I need to do this more often. I need to stream more often. I used to do it a lot when my mood got down. But then I stopped because I felt that it was the thing causing my mood to go down. But no. Incredible. I didn't hear the last part. I just said that you are like... You have a very mean girl-like personality. And it's really funny for someone who's as skilled... Because normally people associate this kind of mean girl with... just, you know, not really science, and it's really funny to see the combination. It's kind of, it is the same thing as when I realized that when I learned that like Sin was really good at many sciences, you know, studying to be a neurosurgeon whilst being pretty proper at maths. Like, it's the same kind of culture shock. It gives character, and I like it. I was a bit blind being scrolling through the book instead of writing. Oh yeah, because I was looking for the name of the head guy. Right, that's what I was looking for. The thing I always forget. I really need to note it down somewhere in my drunk science notebook, just so I can always look back on it and eventually remember. Was it Lorentz transform? Lorentz, Laplace's Lagrangian. Jeez, physicist, you need to pick different last names. Lorentz transformation, I think it is Lorentz transformation. I remember everything about the transformation other than the name of the guy. Culture shock, I still haven't gotten over it. I need you to realize, Ash, that you are also becoming that kind of culture shock. And by the way, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, quite the contrary. It makes it a lot more interesting. You just need to realize that you are that kind of culture shock. Okay. Found it. Lorentz transformation. I should not be here. I thought you were talking about sin. I mean, I am also quite often talking about sin because I'm talking about the Lorentz transforms. So, you know, transformations. Okay. Let's try to crunch through it. For a bit, the screen of the live stream is gonna look a bit boring because I'm gonna be doing this in my notebook. So, actually, I'm just typing saying, yeah. Where is the... Oh yeah, incredible. I have quantum mechanics playing in the background. The music by Ludwig Göransson from Oppenheimer. That fits. I'm not studying quantum mechanics right now, but close enough. I'm studying why Einstein thought that quantum mechanics was horrendous, so... Okay. So what we need to do is we need to... Oh, this is gonna be fun. Can I just consider 1 + 1 universe? It's gonna make things a bit easier. the exam just finished. How'd they go for a? I hope that they end well. Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Make It Mumbling live stream, and today Make It is going to be mumbling. Oh, fudge sticks. How do we consider volume? Go on, Ash. No, it's gonna be A minus B times. What do you think if I dyed my hair red? Not the entire thing, showing the tips and fading upwards, dark crimson sort of color. I think it would fit you. Yeah. I think it would fit, but with the outfit though? I don't know. With the outfits, I would say you certainly have potential for dyeing your fit with the outfit actually. But isn't the white fit like really bright white? White kind of cream-like colors. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, no. Certainly like some kind of hair dye. Just, I don't know what kind of the outfit would go. Let's think. Because you have really dark hair. Picture myself on the truth. Sure, go on, go for it. Fashion discussion, yeah. It's honestly not the first time we've had this kind of fashion discussion. We've had it quite often. It's been a really long time, by the way, since I've been to any kind of barber, hairdresser, or whatever. And right now I just look like a homeless wizard. Or rather, a homeless sorcerer. Let's be precise here. We're a science channel, after all. T minus U. Sure. the question, is it equal to a prime minus b prime d prime minus u prime? This one I can share on live stream. Alright, I shall then. Because we need a discussion. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't... A bunch of girls tell almost every lecture they critique the professor's fit. If I will ever give out a lecture anywhere, I can promise you no one will critique my fit. Yeah, that's not exactly what I meant. This one, like... Can you cycle through different colors? Yeah, absolutely. Bit higher up, gotcha. I mean, maybe red actually. I don't know why green just, I feel like fits. I'm just gonna cycle through it slowly and so that later on you can, or purple actually. I'm just gonna cycle through it slowly and then later on you can stop at any point. I personally really like the purple. Yeah. Purple, but not you. Oh, you're not the one who typed in that comment. I see. I really like the purple. I feel like that would fit. teal blue. Honestly, teal blue as well. Yeah. Like tealish is also nice. Teal would be my second choice. I would say it's purple, then teal, then probably like a greenish yellow. I don't know, red just doesn't fly for me with this fit. For the hair simulation, hey, anytime. Anyway, back to GR. Only on Make It live streams. Volume preservation. No, I think it does because actually, hold on. Volume. I think the question can be simplified because we know that it preserves area, so I don't think we need to crunch through the actual matrix. ABC, XYZ. Take that. Deltas. Hi there, Remco. Muslim means carried for attaining a rank higher than you deserve. And you can trust him. He's got 2 bachelors. Most certainly does. The way you can see as you rotate the boost only to be along the z-axis and you have the T dilating and Z contracting, you're essentially it's a second problem. Yeah, exactly. It's 1D if you don't care about time and 0D if you don't care. That's I really like that. Honestly, actually, I'm just gonna add it here. My plan is that for these videos, they're meant to be a little bit more of a shitpost. So you know how books or serious videos have that thing where whenever they introduce a new chapter, they throw in a new like quote by someone. I'm gonna do the same thing, but quotes are gonna be by y'all and they're gonna be shitposts. Like right before this space-time, not space and time chapter, I'm just gonna have quote by Remco. It's 1D if you don't care about time and 0D if you don't care. And then right before the curvature, I'm gonna have silvers. Hence why I shall henceforth dub them the Christ awful symbols. I do have a damn it, but I still can't find the part in Carol where they mention it. But in Carol, they define curvature in an interesting way, or they introduce curvature in an interesting way. Proper quote style. Yeah, they're gonna be very proper. They're gonna look like as if someone who died 70 years ago said that. Henceforth. Ah, yes. Henceforth I shall dub thee the Christ awful symbols. Latin first, which actually sounds like it came from a mathematician. Oh, I could actually do that. I could have at the top your quote in Latin and then lower down the translation in English. And it would look very, very proper. I will need to put all of your... when I'm giving a Remco's quote, I'm gonna have the Remco J. Osvaya, and I'm gonna have the picture of the Oppenheimer Remco picture there. Welcome back, B. Welcome back. You can translate it from Dutch instead of Latin. Oh, I can actually. But I just really like the idea of, you know, picture of Remco on the left with the Oppenheimer Remco, and then the quote. Because it would look as if someone genuinely who died 70 years ago said that. Controversial video. We can do Mr. Remco quotes of throwing shade at each other. Honestly, I would also include that in a certain video, just yeah. Just every chapter is a response from the two of you and is diverging into more and more just childish insults. I don't know, my headphones are barely fitting on. I struggles. There's no need to throw shade because that shit itself. My goodness. Don't start. Not yet. We need to keep it for the video. Farm it for content. Right, we need the line elements. Well, not line element yet. Line element is gonna be only introduced as a line element in the curvature of spacetime. For now, it's the spacetime interval. We need more physics people. Why are there so few people with the physics roles, actually? Oh, that's what I could do. I could make a new command for Bonnet that gives me the stats of... Oh, that would actually be really easy to do. Huh. To see which faction is winning. We need to battle off science factions. Bar graph. On the one hand, I am getting a bit distracted, but on the other hand, I did just finish writing a whole chapter for the video, so that's already huge progress. I would just like a code snippet to generate one. And ideally color them in properly. No, that's actually comically close to what I want to make. Let us gamble with our roles. You can gamble and you either get promoted or demoted. So point to pick up some more equations. We are our top clients. Everyone here with their degrees in knowledge over here is about the college know what to pursue. Even though I was just late to the party. B, don't feel bad over it. Whenever you feel you get one of those thoughts, keep in mind, I don't have a degree. Like you're saying everyone here with degree, I don't. As far as I'm aware, Ash doesn't either. In fact, as far as I'm aware, the only person with a degree here is Remco. And he does have two, about to have three. Yeah, but Flame left the stream. So like, you know, you're a call of your own making. You can also be. 3 degrees. Yeah. Remco is a month away from having 3. Or you can come with like keys, FPS, contrast, etc. Oh, Catrin. Okay. Number of, okay, so the way it works apparently, first of all, matplotlib save graph as image. Is it just dot save? Save fig. I need to save figure. Don't worry figure, I'm gonna save you. Remco is just here to punch up the average of degree per person. Don't worry figure, I'm gonna save you. Okay, so the way it works is you know, we want them to not be arranged by year. Hold on. Bar graph, and then we need to we're looking for the color. What type do you have? Oh, you just take RGBA. How convenient. So first of all, if I do purple, no wait, yellow. You break. You've lied to me. Electrical engineering came about. Electrical engineering is really neat. I would recommend. Apparently Hexos works. So let's try yellow again. That works perfect. Use an electrical engineer expert. We actually could. There are a whole bunch of people we're missing, and I have plans for electrical engineering people. But I can't share yet. As well. I've seen my labo at that time. Yeah, no, he's just smart. Now it's kind of wilting. Okay, first of all, I want to make something clear. Don't ever pick what you want to do because of the job market. Just don't. Bad idea. Wouldn't recommend. Pick what you want to do because you want something to do. And because also Make It has a need for experts. Do you need someone with no degree by any chance? That position was really taken by me, Adrian, unfortunately. For a while, I have no idea what the charity is about. Well, the charity is about a lot of things. Make It is the job market. Exactly. Oh, but wait, this is dumb. This is not how we can want to do this. Yeah, no, that's not how I want to do this. Silver, hi! Unfortunately, Silver, you missed the most GR section of the stream. Now we're at coding because I'm going on a tangent. The job market. The kid is the future of everything. Yeah, exactly. It's like carcinization, but with Make It. Okay. So apparently this is how you do it. Oh, this, wait, what? This is so confusing. I'm gonna pick this because it's easier. Piece of Hun. Beautiful. Cool. Displayed by kind and color. Lovely graph. Right, but we don't want this. We want ideally also to group them. Can you group? Why am I trying to do whatever? Matplotlib group bar graph. Yeah, exactly. I have a degree of freedom. I don't think there's a way to group bars in a way that allows you to change the color on the fly, which is a bit annoying. Oh, they're doing it with pandas. No idea why, but sure, we don't need numbers either. Do I have Right click install this. Great. Good question. Why the mute symbol at the bottom of the screen? Oh, that's the table. That's Ash. That's Ash. You have to excuse him. He's a table. Okay. Can I set color to be individual? Each one of them. Because you really do A. Matplotlib change color of an individual bar. Yeah, but this doesn't have them grouped. This once again doesn't have them grouped. I can try some magic. What happens if I do 10, 20, and then blue? Green. You're gonna break. Sequence of colors. Face color or color must be found. Sequence of colors. Let's try this. Because it doesn't exactly break with the amount of values. Okay. No. Yeah, exactly. Tables music, yeah, exactly. Oh wait, can I do... That's a good question. Aspiring. Novice. Apprentice. Full. master, like so. Then let's just 30, 20, like just test, and then I don't know. Give me this. Let's give this for the full. Here, let's do CC, let's do PP, let's do 1. FD, PP, point is level, we just want 5. That somewhat work. I can just color pick now I think about it. Why are you selecting for that one? No, select for this one. There we go. Okay, great. Alright, sea lemon, new lemon, orange. Because now the question is, what happens if I bar it twice? Nothing. Great. What happens if I do categories 1 with aspiring to, novice to, apprentice to, full to, master to? What happens then? Nothing. Oh wait, no, new categories. Okay, that's something. Oh, because they're grouped together like that. Oh, that's dumb. That's not how I want to group them. I think matplotlib might genuinely not have the functionality I'm looking for. Alright. See ya, Ash. See ya. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now all I need to do is fill in the rest. Physicist, mathematician, philosopher. Great. Keep going. Medicinist, computer scientist, physicist, chemist, mathematician, and finally philosophizer. There we go. Almost there. And for now I'm actually gonna just copy them over for the master and such. Just to see if it works. And since right now I don't feel like dealing with that data, I'm just gonna type in whatever values. Work here, there we go. Let's see. Okay, that is absolutely not what I meant. Said the look was warm. Now you're asking the real questions. That is absolutely not what I meant. Do I need to subplot it? Is that what I need to do? Because it's adding to the categories on top. I don't want it to be stacked, I want it to be... It's gonna be the warmest, damn right. That's the only thing I see that's different. Fine, don't label. Fine, don't title. Just... Well, I do kinda need you to save it. Oh, because this still should be PLT, right? Didn't change a thing. Great! I feel scammed. What are you exactly doing here? I want a new bandit command that I can type in and can give me back the chart of how many people of what the stats are on the server. But it's really not cooperating. Wonderful joke. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me though. I mean, what I could do is I could just temp categories equal to categories, and then for cat in temp categories, temp cat is equal to plus. Can I just add strings like that? I never remember if it's allowed. I don't know, type is equal to philosopher, then we're gonna have math, then we're gonna have physics, then we're gonna have chemistry, then we're gonna have medicine, then we're gonna have computer science. Concatenate string, not list. Yep, nope, that checks out. How about now? Still haven't done a thing. Great! Let's do PLT then. Let's delete this to see if it can be regenerated. It can. And it regenerates in the very much same way. Oh yeah, right, because we want temp categories, not categories, that makes sense. Fine. Yeah, I don't actually need that now I think about it. It can just be cut in categories. Because I am appending. There we go! That's the graph I want, except without the labels. Because the labels are useless. Matplotlib graph without the labels. How to create figure with no axis. I don't know, I can ask him. I am your father figure. Exactly. They're doing it in a bit of a confusing manner. Is there really no easier way to do it? Do I really need to? I don't even know if it's the right one. Yeah. How do we see? No, that's not it. Not specifically. How tall are you? Like really tall, really short? I'm medium, but more to the shorter side. There we go. That's what I want. Now. Alright, see ya, Silva. See ya. Have a good one. No. Or do I just need to do PNG and then transparent equals true? No. Yes? Oh yeah, because I have JPEG open, I'm an idiot. PNG. There we go. Got there in the end. Shit version of Tomodachi Live. Well, I appreciate it, I suppose. Now what I need is code. And I need to go to Bunnet. And what I'll need to do is I'll need to have Bunnet generate this graph every hour, ideally, I think. Should suffice. In the shits. Because why not? Hold on, I don't want to spoil anything now I think about it. You know what, everyone? I think I may go then, because, well, most people have left regardless, and since I'm working on Bunnet, I can't really show this because I need to keep the secret role secret. So I'm gonna go. We have gotten a pretty solid chunk of work done, actually, with the video, so that's neat. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day.